Howdy y'all, I'm here in Roan Mountain, Tennessee, where we are checking out the fall colors. We are going on a hike. We are going to find something around here to eat, and I am trying out some brand new gear from Tramper ultralight gear. That's a lot going on. You don't want to miss any of it. Let's go check this out. So I am on the Appalachian Trail right now. We just left Carvers Gap in Roan Mountain, Tennessee. Just a short little hike. We're only going up to Round Bald, which is about 0.6 in and 0.6 back. But I'm trying out some brand new Tramper gear. I'll link them below if you want to check out their stuff. They do packs, backpack accessories, fanny packs, really, really cool stuff, some colorful stuff. I am doing the water bottle holder. I've been looking for a good one of these for about 3 years. I've had a few. They basically just fall off or don't clamp tight. So we're going to give this a try and see how it works. So I have shared this trail with you once or twice before, but I've never done this in the fall, actually. Normally it gets a little bit too cold, but we've had a nice little warm spell. We're about 54 degrees right now, so no jacket. I'm just gonna kind of run up this mountain and run back down. I'm starting to think I might have been doing a few too many food reviews lately and not enough hiking. Whew, I'm a little out of shape. Good thing I got my water. All right, so you can see right back there behind me is the parking lot. So even though we're only hiking 0.6 in and 0.6 back, there's some elevation here. It's take your time, enjoy the hike, enjoy the views, and God, I gotta get out and do this more. I should not be this out of breath.
really go through.
All right, we're here at the top of Round Bald in Roan Mountain, and I get to try out my chicken Tramper gear. I like how easy that comes out, I tell you. But it's got a toggle to lock it in place if I'm doing some strenuous hiking, which I am not. All right, here's the test. Can I put it back in with one hand? All right, that right there, just one chicken Tramper, some huge points, I gotta tell you. I like this, and it doesn't hurt that the netting is like thick enough to catch tuna off in the Atlantic. But this is solid gear. I'm digging it. We'll see how it looks when I get back home. Oh, I love being outdoors, and even more than that, I love seeing young kids outdoors. So many kids these days stuck in their phones or their tablets or sitting in front of a TV. You can barely see it right there, but there's a group of kids with parents. I don't know if they're like Girl Scouts or a school or something, but they've got some hammocks up in those trees, and they are just exploring the area, and I love seeing it because they sound like they are having a great time. If you got kids, man, bring them out into the woods. Leave the tablets in the car at home or throw them in a lake. I don't care, but bring your kids outside. It's so totally worth it, and they're going to grow up to be better people. Trust me. I did. Somebody had a nice little campfire. And yes, campfires are allowed. We are along the Appalachian Trail. It's a more populated area because we're easy to get to and near a roadway. But you can camp and have a campfire here, but they do encourage you to please stay on trail. Also, leave no trace. If you bring it in, bring it out, and generally respect the area.
Populated, you're more in the woods. Next year we'll do the double. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I'm here.
Have I mentioned how much I absolutely love my life? This is 20 to 30 minutes from my house. All right, so we did our 0.6 up. Gonna do our 0.6 down, head back to the parking lot, hop in the car and grab a bite to eat. I don't know what we're actually gonna have yet, but I'm gonna share that with you too. And you probably already know what it is because it says it right down there in the title, but we don't know yet. That's a problem for future me to figure out when I edit. So we're gonna grab a bite to eat. I'm gonna show you what that is right about now. Okay, we found a place to eat. We're checking out Puerto Nuevo here in Roan Mountain. It is seafood and Mexican food, and I've heard great things about it. It is a small building, so I probably won't do a whole lot of filming in there, but we're gonna have some food, and I'm gonna tell you how it is when we are done. So this was a great choice for lunch. I got the chili relleno and taco lunch combo. My wife got the chimichanga with chicken, and my mother-in-law got an enchilada and taco combo, also with chicken. And with tax and drinks, our total came out to a little over 33 bucks plus tip. So that is not bad at all. Definitely worth checking out if you like Mexican food. We didn't really try any of the seafood, so I can't comment on that. I'm gonna head back to my home studio, do a quick wrap-up of our hike, our lunch, and this chicken Tramper ultralight water bottle holder. I'll see you there. Okay, as promised, here we are back in my basement studio. You can't tell, can you? It looks like the woods. It's fake. Anyway, so I gotta recap this awesome day. Hiking Roan Mountain is always a plus. You've probably seen it on here once or twice before, and you probably will maybe 2 or 3 times a year for the rest of my life. Now, lunch at Puerto Nuevo. If you're a Spanish speaker, pardon me, my Spanish is... yeah, but still, fantastic food. At first I thought it was a small portion because it came on a humongous plate. You probably couldn't tell by the video, but that plate was like 18 inches in diameter. It was ridiculous. So everything kind of looked spread out and it looked small. But once I started eating, it was fantastic. It filled me right up. So I've got no complaints with the quality or the quantity. And mine was an $8.50 lunch, which for Spanish food, Mexican food, is a great price. That's like just this much more than the fast food Mexican, and the taste was a whole lot more. Overall, that was a win too. Now, I'm going to pop out a frame real quick while I grab this backpack, and we're going to finish up with the Chicken Tramper Ultralight Gear water bottle holder. Excuse me for just a moment. Was that fancy? Look at this thing. The backpack is just a day pack. I think I picked this thing up on Amazon. We're not talking about that. What we are talking about is this bad boy right here. Chicken Tramper makes hiking gear by hikers for hikers. In fact, the founders of this company hiked the PCT, Pacific Crest Trail, together. I don't know if they started together or they met there, but they formed a friendship on the PCT, and one of them actually made their own gear and decided that it was so good that they just had to go into business. That is, of course, the abridged layman's terms version of this story. You can check out the full story on their website. I will link a affiliate link in that below if you want to check out their gear. I'm sure they will offer you some type of discount if you sign up for a newsletter. Or maybe if you just click the link, a little box will pop up with a discount code. Definitely worth checking out. Anyway, I've been looking for a good water bottle holder for about 3 years. I've bought 2 or 3 of them from the local supply shops, the gear shops, the non-name brand stuff, just random water bottle holder. And the biggest problem I've had with them was the attachment mechanism. Oftentimes they would just slide, or I actually had one that halfway through a hike, my bottle of water hits my feet. So not a great system there. But, and then the material, it's very, very common for something. I mean, it's a water bottle holder. This isn't, complex scientific engineering here. But a lot of companies that make these use really, really kind of cheap, inexpensive materials. I wish you could feel this. I think I set up on the mountain the other day, or today, wink. I think I said on the mountain that you could actually, catch tuna in this. This is a very thick, very sturdy netting. It's nicely woven. It's not going anywhere. This will hold up. And these clamps, and I don't know if you can see, the clamps that hook it to this bag, look at that. Let's try to not focus on my face and just focus on this. Look at that. I am pulling on that considerably hard, actually. It's not going anywhere. Let's get my face out of there again. It is a solid setup, but this mechanism clicks into place, and it clicks tight. So you kind of just pull it right there, and it can be done. That side's easier than the back side, but listen to this. That is firm. That's not going anywhere unless you're putting effort in. See? And that's the easy one. The one up here on top, and I know this because I actually put this on and took this off a few times. This one, I don't know if it's designed to grip tighter or if it just does. But this one, I've had to use a little flathead screwdriver to pop that off. And that's a good thing. That means this thing is sticking with me. It did not move the entire time I had it on there. I mean, that's it. My bottle of water just hung with me the whole time. I bent over, it stayed. It's got a little toggle if you're going to be, tying your shoes every 8 feet. You can kind of tighten that to prevent it from slipping out. But all things considered, I loved this. So It's a win-win right there for me. This is a fantastic piece of gear. Again, there is an affiliate link down below. Check them out. Decide for yourself, but they've got backpacks. They've got strap accessories. You get a water bottle strap. They've also got another strap that I've just ordered and it hasn't come in yet for this side, where it's a couple different pouches. I'll be able to tuck my cell phone in there and my Garmin InReach for those long overnights. I'll be able to tuck in other goodies too, and they just hooks right there. Chicken Tramper. Want to know more about the name? Click that link and check it out. They actually just posted a YouTube video of their own as well, explaining where the name comes from. I'll link that down below too. So, Roan Mountain, Puerto Nuevo, Chicken Tramper gear. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead, smash that like button, as the kids say. I really, really wouldn't mind terribly if you wanted to subscribe to my channel as well. And if you have anything to add to the conversation, you just want to tell me how awesome I am, you want to tell me I'm a product shill, or you want to say I wish I lived near you so we could go on awesome hikes, anything you want to say, do it right there in the comments below. I try to reply to everybody, and that's not really that hard to do right now. So thank you so much for watching, and until we meet again, happy trails.